Hello, 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 beautiful people. What's good? It's your girl, the Game Maven, and I am joining y'all today with one of my favorite kind of videos to do, but we are going to take a little bit of a twist. So, in this video, I'm working a little bit backwards. Now,
Ah,
these Sims are already kind of here and formulated. The reason being is because these are my very first Sims. So I started playing The Sims at the suggestion of my sister. I was a little late to the game. I didn't start playing The Sims until 2017. This is my very first Sims family from 2017. I panicked a little bit because I originally could not find this save file, but luckily I have my saves backed up for every family that I've ever played with, and luckily I was able to retrieve the save file. So this is the Stewart family. This is the matriarch, Giselle Stewart. This is, I believe, if I remember his name, I think his name is Cameron. Yep, this is Cameron. This is their teenage daughter, Cadence, I believe. Yes. And this is their son, Caleb. So nice little small family that I played with. They live in San Myshuno, and I think one of the bigger apartments in San Myshuno. And yeah, this is them. So as you can see, there's not really a sense of style. Very little CC. I think I had just started to experiment with some custom content, but this is very Maxis match. This is a full Maxis outfit, everything from head to toe, even Giselle's makeup. Same thing for Cameron, his outfit, with the exception of his sneakers, which are an odd choice for these sneakers. I don't know what I was thinking back then, but yeah, and his body shape was a little weird. There's just some aesthetic choices that I don't think I'd make today. But, you know, what can you say? This is what I kind of like first created. Now, Cadence actually, unfortunately, I could not find the file from when she was a little girl. But this is a result of genetics. I did not create her outright. At first, I just started with a couple of just Giselle and Cameron, and then they had children. So that is a result of that. Now, Caleb, he is a cutie pie. But again, very Maxis match. No CC. I don't know where these strange kind of color eyes came from, because the parents have, I think, Maxis eyes. But yeah, so what we're gonna do today is we are gonna give them a much needed makeover for 2022. I'll see if I can make them look a little bit different. We'll see how successful I am. So sit back and relax and enjoy this video. But before we get into things, if you could do me a favor, hit the like button if you like this type of content. That way I know to continue to make this. And if you're new around here, please consider subscribing. All right, so let's get started. All right, y'all. So here we have it. Took me a little while just to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. Now, I tried not to use too many presets and I tried to pretty much so just leave them as they were naturally. But it was a couple of instances like the nose. I don't know which preset I used back in the day, but that nose was like really triggering my OCD and I just couldn't quite get it the way I wanted it to look. So I ended up changing the nose just a little bit. But I think they look much better. They look more kind of like my aesthetic, or at least how it is in 2022. So I think they look 10 times better than what they did before. Before it was just kind of like, yeah, whatever, I had in the game at that time. I was for a long time was scared of custom content. I would really only have a few pieces here or there. I was really scared it was going to corrupt my game. But my sister kind of talked
Oh,
me into it, especially as I saw her play and how different her Sims looked. So this is the made over Giselle. Okay. I think she actually looks a bit younger now. So one of the things I've learned is thank goodness for skin blends or skin overlays. They really, really put the icing on the cake when you are creating your Sims. She looks absolutely beautiful here. All right. And now let's move on to Cameron, who also, in my opinion, looks so much better with his chocolate skin. I altered his nose a little bit. I didn't want to change it too much from what it was. But I brought him into 2022 with a fresh fade, courtesy of, oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the creator's name? Well, if I remember it, I'll try to put the link in the comments. But just creates fabulous, fabulous hair for both male and females. I mean, it really looks good on Cameron. Gave him an updated beard. I think the beard I had on him before was straight from Maxis, which is fine in some instances. I gave him some earrings. I think he had piercings before. I can't quite remember. Gave him a bit of an updated outfit. So definitely nothing from Maxis. Nothing from Maxis. I think Maxis has come a long way in terms of their male clothes, but I still prefer Alpha CC when I'm going to dress my male Sims. But he looks much better. And a skin overlay, of course, is on Cameron as well. All right. Now, let's come to Cadence. So, Cadence needed some work. Not gonna lie. She needed some work. To me, she looks exactly like Mama. I wanted to kind of work on her features a little bit, but also not change it too much. So they had this weird kind of default eye color, but as you can see, the family has brown eyes. So I want that to be accurate. So changed her eyes to brown. Also gave her some eyelashes. I didn't, at first, for some reason, she looked older than the mother. And I think it was the cheek preset that was causing I can't remember the scientific name, but the lines that run from her nose to her mouth, making her look a little bit older and not as a teen. She's a teenager. I kept her hair kind of Max's match. So the hair of Max's match has been looking really good lately. I think CC creators have been doing a tremendous job. So I kind of wanted to keep it that way in some instances. I didn't necessarily want to give them alpha hair. And I did that for the male Sims, but for the female Sims, I don't wanted to keep it because I have some really nice hairs in my collection. So I gave her a Max's match hair, which I think is beautiful, and it actually gives her some youth to her look because she was looking older than her mom. Also, of course, gave her a skin overlay as well, gave her the same overlay as her mom so that the genetics can kind of kick in and so she can look like Mama. Kept her with a neutral lip. I didn't want to overdo it too much with the makeup because I didn't want her to look too mature. And the outfit I think is really cute. The outfit is by Madeline. It's a kind of an all-in-one. I didn't want to spend too much time trying to find the perfect fit. I think this was cute. I had her just in some athletic wear because I think that's all I had at the time. I didn't have anything really for teens. So she kind of just got whatever I decided to put on her. But this is so much cuter on her. And yeah, I think she looks gorgeous. And finally, we've got baby boy Caleb. If we can go to Caleb. Okay, so Caleb really didn't need a lot of work, but I wanted, in the spirit of this makeover, I wanted to give him a little bit of a makeover as well. Gave him the same haircut as his daddy. Okay, so like father, like son. And I changed up his clothes a bit. Of course, I gave him an overlay as well. He may get afflicted by that nose, that weird kind of nose as he ages up. We'll see what happens. But either way, I wanted to kind of switch up his clothes. Again, it was very Max's Match. And for a long time, I did not have children CC. So shout out to McLean Sims over on the Sims resource. He tends to create, or he or she tends to create quite a bit of child CC, especially for male child Sims. They create some pieces for female Sims as well, I think. But definitely for the male CC, that is kind of like my go-to, and that's when I've been getting a lot of pieces from. Also Darte77, I don't know if they are still creating, but a lot of that comes from them. So this is his fit, which I think is so cute, so fitting. He's got on his little hoodie and his denim and his Nikes, his Jordans. So he is pretty much so ready to go and ready to take San Myshuno by storm. So this is the Made Over family. I'm actually quite happy with how this came out. It was fun to go back down memory lane and just revisit my very first Sim family. And they've got some very needed makeovers. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that thumbs up. And if you are new around here, please consider subscribing. Love to have you join the family. And as always, please make sure you take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.